What's up, yo? I wanna make a video explaining and talking about the difference about the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. I'm gonna first start talking about the conscious mind just because it's what most people are aware of. The conscious mind is a very small part of your psychology. It's the part of your mind where you are basically focusing on the right now. Like if you're listening to these videos, your attention is in the words that I'm saying, and that's your conscious awareness. Right now, you're not focusing on the breathing, on the beliefs you have, on moving your hands, on regulating your blood pressure. That's all done subconsciously and unconsciously. That's a big thing difference between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. To talk more about the conscious mind is basically the logical part of your brain where you can actually plan ahead. It's a great tool for planning and executing on plans that you have thought of. While the subconscious mind is really more like the part of the mind where you hold everything else. Like you're not really like things that you don't plan. You don't plan or think about the beliefs you have. You don't plan or think about let's just say something simple like what you feel about money. You might say, hey, I fucking love money, but like subconsciously you might be like, yeah, I'm fucking scared about money. So that's where something could be. Now going into the subconscious mind, whenever you're first born, you're basically a blank slate. So what happens is you live through life. You basically have experience after experience, life experience, life experience. And what those experiences they do is they build up a database of who you are, who you really are. Let's say you live a very, very nice life. Your parents say, I love you, you're amazing, you're the best thing that's ever happened to us. Guess what? Hearing that throughout your life is going to be a part of you because it's being reinforced by your subconscious mind, and that belief is getting reinforced. But let's go back into whenever you're a child, and let's say you didn't have the best parents. Let's just say your dad walked out on you. And because he walked out on you, you never really heard that much because your mom was always working. She was trying to provide for you. So you just say, hey, I'll see you later. Okay, don't forget to eat. Like you just basically don't have the same belief system as that person has just because of the way it has been built. Now let's say that you want to change that. You want to change the way you feel about people just because of how you experience your childhood. It's gonna be kind of hard because there's this part in your mind called the critical factor, where the critical factor is just basically the defense mechanism. Right now, let's just go back into the person that had a really good life. Let's say someone comes up to him and says, hey, you're a piece of shit. Guess what? It's not like the person might get their feelings hurt and everything like that just because, but hey, that's just me. But it's not really gonna be coming to a belief because the critical factor is there to protect it. So just to give you an example of the same thing, it's gonna be like you've been said, I love you, you're the best thing ever throughout your life. Guess what? The critical factor, your subconscious mind, has that belief already. Now let's say you meet someone that says, you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit. It doesn't match what's underneath there. It doesn't match what the subconscious mind believes. So it's not gonna let it in. Okay? And let's just give you another example about money. Let's say that you lived in a third world country and then you came to America. Where, let's say Colombia. It's not the richest country ever. There's people that make good money there. But guess what? It's not American money. It's not USD. So you came to America, but you lived like 5 years in Colombia or like Mexico, in a third world country. You know that a dollar, like a US dollar, is a lot. $10 will get you a lot. If you have a fucking $100 in Mexico, that will get you a fucking lot of money. That will get you a lot of stuff. So you believe that the dollar, like the peso, is very expensive and like money's kind of hard to get because you have to work so hard to get a certain amount of dollars. Like if you work in Mexico and you make $100, you're very wealthy. So let's say just because of that experience that you build up, you now subconsciously believe that money's kind of hard to get, or it's for the wealthy, it's for the privileged people. Let's say that you move to America and now you want to change it. You're like, okay, $100, that's, you can make that as a server. You can make that working in McDonald's. You can do that anywhere. But since you're working that, it's understanding that $100 is a little bit easier to make. But if you think about $10,000, you're like, oh my God, like if $100 in the past was super hard to get, $10,000 is going to be impossible to get. So what you need to do to open up your critical factor theory is you can actually slowly but surely relax yourself mentally just by doing meditation, breath work, hypnosis. You can relax it, and then you can get someone to suggest in a relaxed state that, hey, money is easy to come with. You deserve money. You deserve everything. And then since you're in a relaxed state, it's normally called trance, your mind is able to allow it. It's not resisting as much, so it's able to slowly go inside and wipe up some stuff from the past. That's a difference between like how you can change the subconscious and the conscious mind. I just wanted to give you an analogy just to explain it a little bit better. Think about your body as a ship, like a captain, a ship, and a crew. So the captain is your conscious mind, basically controlling the whole thing. You're thinking about everything. He's just thinking about planning ahead where they're going to sell, where they're going to go, who they need to meet, who they're going to steal from if they're a pirate ship, everything like that. But what's happening in the background behind the the captain, is basically the crew members taking care of everything. Making sure that like the subconscious mind is going to be the crew. They're making sure that the ship, okay, your body is thriving and proceeding to whatever their instructions were. Well, that was my video about the subconscious mind and the conscious mind. I'll let you guys have a great rest of your day.